Hi everyone, this is Danielle and welcome to my YouTube channel Danielle Style, where we deal with topics from business to style. Today's topic will be dealing with crime as I summarize most of the reported incidents that have happened this past weekend from Friday to Monday. So we have seen at least 4 shootings, including one woman who was shot 9 times, 3 robberies, 2 instances of firearms and ammunition found, and we will also be talking about possible jail time for Gary Griffith and more. So we will start with guns and an arrest in Wallerfield. So I'll read a little bit from the article. The SWAT team raided a farm in Wallerfield around 1:30 p.m. on Monday 25th February, where they found and seized a quantity of guns, ammunition and bulletproof vests. SWAT officers executed a search warrant for firearm and ammunition at a house and chicken farm, where officers discovered 4 bulletproof vests, 1 Glock pistol with a magazine and 15 rounds of 9mm ammunition, 1 Mac fitted with a silencer, and a bag of assorted ammunition. 1 man was arrested for the fine and taken to the Arima police station. Then you can see here some pics of what was found. Then we move on quickly to the next story. A man was found with a mysterious head wound. This injury nobody could really explain. A 59-year-old man found at the side of the road in Pinal is currently warded at the San Fernando General Hospital nursing a wound to his head. Around 11 p.m. on Friday, the victim of Mont Diablo, Pinal, was found standing near the Solid Gold restaurant nursing a wound on the left side of his head. Police took the injured man to the hospital for treatment. However, they were unable to ascertain how the 59-year-old received the injury. Now, he suffered a fractured skull, and I'm assuming investigations will be ongoing. So next we go to a 20-year-old man who was shot in San Fernando. A 20-year-old man narrowly escaped with his life on Sunday night after he was shot at by unknown persons. The victim, who resides in Pinal again, told police that at 7 p.m. he was in his silver Nissan Tiida, parked along Picton Road, San Fernando, waiting on someone. Police were told the victim owed the man he was meeting a sum of money. Wow. While seated in the car, white Nissan Tiida pulled alongside his vehicle and shots were heard. So then we go quickly to a robbery and planassing in Point Fortin. If you may not be from Trinidad and you don't know what planass means, that means to hit someone with the side of a cutlass or a machete. Not to chop them with the sharp side of the blade, but to hit them with the flat side. So let me read quickly. A 41-year-old man was attacked and beaten by 3 men in Point Fortin on Saturday night. The incident took place at 9:45 p.m. in New Village, Point Fortin. Police were told that the victim, a mason from Labre, was walking in the company of a woman when the pair was confronted by a man the woman reportedly knew. The man was with 2 others at the time. The group asked the victim what he was doing with the woman before they began attacking him, planassing him with a cutlass. They also robbed the man of $3,000 that he had in his possession before fleeing the scene on foot. So now we will move a little more to the east to San Juan, where a San Juan man escapes with minor injuries after shooting. A 31-year-old man is nursing a gunshot injury following a shooting incident in San Juan. The victim told police that he was at home along Sunshine Avenue, San Juan at about 12:20 p.m. on Saturday when he heard a commotion outside. He went out to investigate, and a man known to the victim allegedly pulled a gun from his waist and shot at the victim, who fled for his life. He suffered a minor injury to his right shoulder, which is not life-threatening. We move back down to Central, almost south, in Claxton Bay, where a family of 5 was tied up and assaulted. Police are investigating a report of a home invasion in Claxton Bay where 5 persons were assaulted and tied up. The victims were said to be between the ages of 23 and 54 and included 3 women. According to police reports, at 5 a.m. on Saturday, the group was at home when 3 men forced their way inside. The men, police were told, were all wearing masks, and at least one of the suspects was armed with a firearm. They announced a hold-up and proceeded to assault and tie up victims. Now they stole cash which amounted to about $50,000, as well as approximately $180,000 in diamond jewelry. Woman stabs man in Tacarigua. A 40-year-old man is nursing chop injuries after he and a female friend had a confrontation. According to police reports, the man and the 47-year-old woman were both in a car at the Cane Palm taxi stand in Tacarigua when they got into an argument. The argument became physical, during which one pulled out a knife and stabbed the man 3 times, including twice to his upper chest. The victim ran to the Aruca police station where he collapsed. I would just like to interject here that this taxi stand is, if you all travel, for the people who travel, this is the taxi stand that you will go to take a car to go to Trinity Mall. Then we go to a U.S. national was robbed of cash and credit cards. A U.S. national was robbed in St. Clair. The victim, who resides in California, was robbed on Friday afternoon while walking around Rapsy Street, St. Clair. Police said that while he was near the Wassa compound, a dark vehicle pulled alongside him and a man exited the car. He then placed one hand under his t-shirt and gestured as though he had a firearm. So he was robbed of cash, credit cards, and a phone. Employees' payroll robbed at gunpoint. Now I cannot find the article right now, but it will be shown. The businessman had about $31,000 that he intended to pay his employees, and he was robbed. Hoping that he has insurance, or insurance covers that. I'm not really sure what happens business-wise. Then we move to Laventille, where firearm and ammunition were discovered. Police found 1 Glock firearm with a magazine and 9 rounds of ammunition during an anti-crime exercise in the Laventille area this morning. That would have been the 24th. Acting on information, officers went to Celestine Drive, Trumacac, Laventille, where, upon arrival, a group of men dispersed hastily in different directions and police gave chase. An extensive search was then conducted and officers found the gun and ammunition in a bushy area near a drain. And then you will see the photo of the seized item. Then 3 officers have been held for links with gangs. A 3rd police officer has been detained for allegedly helping criminal gangs. The officer, who had been suspended from duty last year on charges of common assault, was held on Sunday, according to senior investigators. 2 other police officers, one of whom is closely related to former police commissioner Stephen Williams, were detained on Friday and remained in police custody. Guardian Media understands that officers of the Organized Crime and Intelligence Unit, also known as OCIU, submitted a file to the Director of Public Prosecutions yesterday, but were instructed to re-interview the ex-commissioner's relative before seeking further instruction. A retired cop foils robbery attempt. Why can't you all leave the retirees alone? A retired police officer was forced to open fire on two would-be robbers in Tunapuna. The 55-year-old man, who was once a police inspector, currently runs a lotto booth along the Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna. According to police reports, around 2:30 a.m. on Friday, he was conducting sales at his business in company of his wife when he heard a banging on the door and a male voice saying, "Open the door before we kill all you." My God. The ex-inspector viewed his CCTV setup and observed two men banging on the door. One of the men was holding an object resembling a firearm. The retired officer drew his licensed weapon and shot at the assailants. The gunman then fled the scene. Yeah. And this is one that I wanted to talk about. A woman shot 9 times in Malabar. A 27-year-old woman had a brush with death when she was shot not once but 9 times in Malabar on Sunday night. She reportedly went to visit her boyfriend, who police say is a known offender for drugs, robbery, possession of arms and ammunition, around 10:30 p.m. last night. She parked her brown Hyundai Elantra on St. Joseph Avenue off Lacroix Road and waited for her boyfriend. Moments later, explosions were heard. 9 times. You shot her 9 times. Wow. And the last thing that I want to speak about quickly would be Gary Griffith facing jail time. No, it is not as easy as it looks. In fact, this is a case that was I wouldn't say it's fairly old, but it had actually been involved with the former commissioner of police, where a police officer, he was injured on the job, he was placed on sick leave, and it seems his leave was not classified correctly. So he was supposed to get sick leave where you would get pay, right? But it turns out that it was not classified like that, and it made it look like he was just getting money, as if he was supposed to be working and he was just getting money every month. So they were telling the police officer he has to pay back this money, but if he is on sick leave, then it needs to be reclassified. So now Gary Griffith has entered the post of Commissioner of Police, and he has to take care of this. So he has, let me read the article. Police Commissioner Gary Griffith could find himself in jail if he fails to comply with the judge's order to reclassify a policeman's leave as injury leave with pay. Griffith has 14 days in which to reclassify the leave of Ashram, not going to read the whole name, a policeman for 37 years who was assigned to the Labre police station. Now he slipped and fell on a wet floor there. So yes, it's not that Gary Griffith did anything wrong, but he needs to see about that, fix up the police officers' leave. Now I want to speak very quickly on why it seems as though crime increases when Carnival is coming around. One, criminal elements realize there are a lot of tourists here for Carnival, so that's a lot of US dollars that they may try to get. 2, it's a totally different atmosphere. I should say not literally atmosphere, but it's a different kind of, everybody is jumpy around carnival time. So there's usually more crime. Educators will know that students will act up more. It's just something that goes on around this time, and of course the police presence has to be more reinforced. So all the people who were not supporting Gary Griffith and was just happy to hear that he's facing jail, no, it is not exactly that. So that's the end of my video. If you would like to subscribe, feel free to subscribe to Daniel Style on YouTube, and feel free to come back for another video. Bye.